Ahoy Modelwrights! This is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. Okay guys, for this Monday fall afternoon, I have for you video number 2 on my card kit by Gomix Fly Model, scale 1/200, the RMS TITANIC. As you can see in the background behind me, I've commenced a pretty long ways opposed to the construction of the hull. That's video number 1. Now guys, I've been on this thing all day and night for the past 3-4 days of this thing, and I got this far on it. And the hard part of this thing is virtually finished. But right now, before I proceed any further in this thing, I will need to finish up the stern, and I want to get the hull completely done before I commence with the superstructures and the deck fittings, starting forward, working aft. Okay guys, this is a very difficult model to build because it's made out of paper. With paper, you got to back it up with cardboard and stuff and everything. And on the Hobby Lobby, about a whole load of cardstock out there, good stuff. And so it's going on pretty good. So it's looking like a Titanic. And we'll take a camera and we'll zoom around and show you the progress that has been done on it thus far. Okay, guys, you can see the massive size of 52.5 inches long. How big a scale of the 1/200 of the RMS TITANIC. Now, we'll get a little closer here with the camera here. Starting at the bow, I worked my way all the way aft. I got to make preparatory preparations and completing the stern. Then this whole hull is completely finished at that point. Now, I decided to go the green mile and then some. Now, you guys are looking at this hull, saying, wow, it looks neat, Frank. I like that. Now, how come this is a lot more darker than this color here? Because this is the true color. This is red oxide. Now, what I did is that all these segments of making the waterline on this thing, I made sure that they're really flush. I'll put them in there. And what I did, I took this aerogloss dope I have right here. I saturated, I gave this thing 8 coats. I brushed on 8 good liberal coats of aerogloss dope. I got about 25 bottles of this. And I got about 2 gallons of the garage out there that I got from the airport. And it's all butyrate dope. And I fed it down with nitrate so it won't shrink too much, because you put too much dope on it, it'll turn things into a pretzel. So
here you go.
What I did, okay, thank you. Take it here.
Thank you.
And what I did, I impregnated this with all the cardstock with dope because the reason why I did that is because I did not like the color on there. And I don't like seams. So I eliminate all the seams by applying this coat here. And every time I'll put one coat on using wet and dry 320 grit wet and dry sandpaper, dry. I sanded the bottom real good, so I ferreted in the seams as they met together. Then I put on another coat of this, another coat, and I put all these coats of dope put on here. It saturated all this dope up like a sponge. Now, when a sponge gets full of water or whatever, it can't absorb real much. That's what I wanted to do. So when it couldn't absorb any more, it became glossy like this. It's glossy. This is all from dope. Then I went ahead and airbrushed a coat of primer on it. Then I went ahead and airbrushed my red oxide paint that I've got. Now, you guys probably, next question, you're probably going to ask me, Frankie, since that's all done, how come this hasn't done like the others? Reason why? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Remember I went to Hobby Lobby last week? I bought me a bunch of cardstock like this. You got the matte side right here where my thumb is at. On the back side, it's glossy. On the glossy side, I'm going to paint. I'm going to airbrush the undercolor, red oxide paint. This side here, which glues to the side of the hull, using my rule, I'm going to make a series of lines. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to make individual plates for this thing. I'm going to replate the whole water line using cardstock. Starting from the freeboard on top of the water line, work your way down the keel. Now, going to the bow, what I'm going to do is be like laying a block. You ever see a block layer lay a block? It's called a lead. You build a block, comes up this way, racks back. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's going to be my lead. Is going to be the lead I'm going to build. I'm going to make it exactly so it fits right around the stem of the bow. I'm going to make it come around like this. Then I'm going to rack back this way with my lead. Then I'm going to bring block this way and this way. I mean the plates, like you do a block layer, like laying a block. It'll go all the way aft. Now, like I say, I got to work on the stern section. I got to get this thing done. This thing be done this evening when I get off work. So I got to toil and work for that 40 minutes. I got to leave the house, get back to the job. So I get home, I'm going to go ahead and prepare and get these things all done, ready to install to here. And this means this whole hull is completely covered and finished. But not yet in my book. Like I said, I got to put all the plates in there, the whole plates. Then when I get done with that, I'm going to add my wing screws and my center screw, add my rudder, add the bilge keel, go forward with a hawse lip, open it up right there, put a hawse lip, make the anchor, put the anchor there, and get the bower fairing right here. It fits right across through the stem of the bow. You guys are probably wondering, what's that round thing right there? I keep saying that. Well, that's where the bower anchor's at. You got a bower anchor crane. Only time they use that bower anchor like that is for deep water only. They take that bower anchor, that crane will pick it up and drop it over the side. And you can run it through a chain through your bower into your when it goes over the side. I mean, it was never used on the Titanic. It was probably used on the Britannic and used all the time on the Olympic. So that's as far as I got. This is very difficult to build, guys. Had to cut out all those windows. And that's what I love about paper models. Card models is good. Now, my understanding, there's two companies that make this Titanic, Billings, and I believe Mantua makes one. Now, these are high-dollar kits, guys. I mean, I can't afford $600-700 for a goddamn kit. I'm not made of money. Me, I'm old school. If paper works, it's good enough for me. And I bought this card kit about 20 years ago, and it ran me around. I think $30 back then. They don't make this model no more. They probably do, or probably don't. I don't know. This is a Polish kit. This comes from Poland. I bought this from Ted DiBiase. He's Louis. I can't pronounce it. DiBiase. I cannot pronounce his last name. He's passed, and my apologies, sir, for pronouncing your last name. And it's called PMI, Paper Model International. That's where I bought this at. That was a leading retailer for card models. Now, since his business expired, since the man passed away, his business foundered. It went out. So the only way you can get this is www.papermodels.com, paper model store. They got it there. And also, you can probably find it on eBay in the card models. Highly likely, you'll probably find it in eBay. If you look hard enough, you find it. And like I say, guys, this thing has about 11,000 pieces, this kit. It comes in a lot of parts got to be cut out. And like I say, this thing is a big model, but it still stands up to its successor kits of Billings and Mantua. And believe me, I seen one of these things done one time by an older gentleman, and I went to a model show probably about 30 years ago, and he had one of these. Man did an absolutely excellent, superb job, and that's not going to be on this. Reason why I like to build this, because it's different. You don't see this every day, and they don't make it. And number one, the most reason is as I was going to the hobby shop picking up my supplies and a few kits here and there, I ran across the flyers. They got a big model show coming up in April. That'll be next year, 2018. So I'm going to enter this here in the model show. And I'm going to mount this like in a dry dock situation, make it look real nice. Hull is very, very straight, and it goes together very, very well. It's very difficult. To me, it's pretty easy to me because I've had a lot of experience building paper. I started out building paper and stick models. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm going to replate this whole water line. It's going to look different when I get done with this. It's going to look real nice. It's going to look real authentic. This is very thin too. This is probably, I don't know how many thousandths this is, but it's a lot thinner than 1 millimeter, I'll tell you that. So it's cardstock. It's like construction paper, and it works very well. It's glossy and flat. That's what I like about it. So I go ahead and airbrush all this here. I'm going to make my plates, whole plates, and venture onward. Okay, bring back the video yours truly and discuss what I'll be doing. Okay, I went to Facebook, and Mr. Martin Lamott's got a wonderful job. He's having a lot of even keel now. He's got his Tiffy posted on Facebook. It's got, it looks like it's all aluminum color. He has it. It's a beautiful job. He's got all the gun bays closed up and stuff. He's probably gonna have removable too when he gets done, but I'm gonna leave mine open. So I'm gonna be posting a video of my Tiffy probably by this Wednesday. I gotta get hot on that because I want to get that thing done before I get too carried away on this, because this thing here is about as addicting as eating Tootsie Rolls every day or something, or candy bar or something. You know, I love building this thing. And it's come along very, very well, and whoever engineered this kit did a very wonderful job. He did a lot of research on it, I can tell you that. And the construction of it, and his mind of thought of creating this model, he did an absolutely job, and I'd like to thank you, sir, wherever you may be. And he knew what he was doing, and he did this one. No fit problems at all in this thing. One thing good about it is they got the booklet right here. There's a cover. It's written in English. When I saw that, I was very, very amazed and delighted. Because you know that somebody out there will be building besides Polish people. So instructions are bilingual in Polish and English. And so anybody wants to get one of these, like I said, I don't know where you're going to find these at, guys. You can try the www.paper model store. And most likely you probably find it on eBay. You just got to keep on going back to the paper model section until somebody decides to give one up and sell it on eBay for auction. And so that's as far as I got. Like I say, this ain't no Mantua kit or no Billings kit. It's all paper, and I love that paper. And this thing is coming very, very good, and I really love this Titanic. It's about the biggest one I've ever had my whole life. I thought the mini craft was big enough, which is big, but this one here is bigger. And so I like them big, big, big. And so anyway, stay tuned for the Tiffy update. Should have that posted this Wednesday. So I'm gonna get on this. Next video is gonna be in this. I don't know. I just don't. I can't. It's hard for me to plan when I'll be making a video on. So I would say probably. I'd say I'd probably have it by Friday, because I got off work tonight. All I gotta do is get that stern connected to the hull. And it's all done. Then I go ahead and make my plates. I get my plates done, bilge keel, wing screws, and the boss fairings on the center screw. Get that done. Hawse lip on the on the anchor ports. Get the anchors done on it. Now that's all done. I'm ready to do the fitting out. Work forward, and work aft. And going really nice, guys. So this is the conclusion of video number 2 for the Gomix fly model, RMS TITANIC. And this is it for Frankie Day, Models. And I'd like to thank everybody out there for your wonderful comments. And, oh yeah, talking about comments. I was building the, do you remember the build I'd done on the CSS Alabama? I had something on there. I don't know. I must have rubbed this keel the wrong way or something. I don't know. I went back and reviewed the video. I mentioned nothing about Southern people, and I guess this guy's from the South. I don't know what he's probably mixed up or something. Where this guy is trying to single me out about me about me being a Yankee like that and stuff. I was like, God darn, I'm a Southern boy. Hell, Dad's from Duncan, Oklahoma, Mom, North Carolina, and I was born in Portsmouth, Virginia, and lived most of my life out in California and settled out here, and been around the world a million times too. So, I don't know. I guess that guy must have had a serious weed up his rectum or something. I don't know, but anyway, I got back at him, and so that's that. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank all of your comments out there, guys. I love you guys very much out there. And please make Mama happy all the time. And be very safe. Got Thanksgiving coming up next this week. And it's going to be a very joyous thing for your family. And like I say, my family's dying off. And all I got is my wife and her family on my second marriage. And I got all my kids and everything and stuff. And my ex-marriage I had before she passed away on me and things. And so... So Thanksgiving is a very family event, so everybody be very safe and have a very joyous Thanksgiving. And relax, enjoy model building, and we've got winter coming up. It's going to allow a lot of building time on the bench. Okay, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models getting out of here right now, and catch you boys later. We'll catch you guys this Wednesday for the update on the Hawker Typhoon for Martin Lamets and Warren Blanches and my Spiffy Tiffy group Typhoon group build. And Mr. Martin Lamet, you did a wonderful job here, sir. And I love the spaghetti, that spaghetti cowboy outfit you got there. That was great. You look dapper, buddy, real dapper. And A-okay, buddy, you're looking good. And I love you guys out there. You guys take care. Frankie Day signing off. So catch you all later. Bye, boys.